is Jesus standing there with his disciples. And his mother walks up to him. He says, Jesus, the wine has run out. And he said something to her that I would have never been able to get away with saying to my mother. He said, woman, get along, I better say, woman, why are you telling me? My time has not yet come. Oh my goodness. Why are you telling me? And if you look at the text, it seems like she's not offended. And not only is she not offended, she's not fazed. Because then she looks at his disciple and says, whatever he tell you to do, do. Hallelujah. Because I believe that Mary, after carrying Jesus in her womb, I believe after holding him in her arms, I believe watching him grow up, I believe she saw something. I don't have no evidence of what I'm saying to you. I don't have no scripture. I can't quote no scripture about it. But I believe in my spirit that if she was carrying God wrapped in flesh, she had to see something. She had to watch him do something. There are many traditions, and we can't hold fast to traditions, but there are many traditions that said he was playing with the boy one day, and the boy fell out of the tree and died. His playmate, he just reached over and touched him. I don't know if that happened, but I believe she saw something. I believe she knew that she had carried had power beyond anything else she'd ever seen. So that's why she looked at him and says, whatever he tells you. But it seemed like Jesus has said, I'm not going to do anything. This is not on my itinerary. This is not on my schedule. I want you to hear what I'm telling you. Well, how is it then that once he has refused and said, I don't have nothing to do with this situation, and it's not my time, how is it then after her statement, he then begins to prepare for a miracle? It's because God is not moved by your desperation, but he's always moved by your faith. Because her statement said, even though you have denied me what I asked you to do, even though it seems like you're not going to step in, I will apply faith that says whatever, when he speaks. I come to tell you, people of God, you just been crying about it. You just been stressed out about it. You just been frustrated about it. Start believing God for it, because it's your faith. Hallelujah. The Bible tells us that the woman with the issue of blood was not on the itinerary of the day. Jesus didn't reach around and says, you right now, you come here. I want to lay hands on you. As a matter of fact, the Bible says the woman who after suffering got down on her knees, crawled down between the legs of men and grabbed a hold to his skirt and pulled her healing out of his heel. Because of her faith, she was made whole. You're complaining, but you're not believing. You're crying about it, but you're not believing. And by you keep on talking about it is a sign that you don't believe. How in the world you come to church and shout about it and then go home and say, I don't know what I'm going to do? You didn't know what you was going to do before it started. Whatever. Jesus says, go get those vessels. Go get those vessels. Let's clean those washing vessels. You can ask them for pictures. Listen. You can ask them for pictures and basins. He asked for these big jugs and barrels that are sitting over there that's for ceremonial cleansing. This is important, you see, because this is not drinking water. This is bathing water. So Jesus uses the most dirty vessels available. I want y'all to know the stage is being set. It would have been one thing if he would have used the drinking vessels. He says, give me the worst stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm preaching to just two of y'all in here today, or I'm preaching to me. But God said, give me the worst stuff. But see, some of you believe God can work out that situation. He did last time. But right now, you have a dirty situation. You're dealing with a big thing. But can I ask you a question? Are you ready for the question? Is there anything too hard for God? I need somebody to answer me. Is there anything too hard for God? So then the Bible says that once they got the vessels, Jesus says, fill up the empty vessels with water. And they begin to fill the vessels up with water. And after filling up the vessels with water, he says, get ready to pour the vessels out. And I want you to know, the people of God, some of you, your miracle is going to be released to you out of your obedience. There's some things you don't have to understand it. You don't have to know how it's going to work it out. But Mary says, whatever God tells you to do, go ahead and do it. If he tells you to walk around the walls of Jericho, saying nothing for 7 days, tell somebody, go ahead and do it. If he tells you to fill out an application for a job that you don't have the education to back up, tell your neighbor, go ahead and do it. If it tells you to put your hands on a home that you don't have the money for, tell somebody, go ahead and do it. If it tells you to break up with somebody that you feel like you really love, tell somebody, go ahead and do it. If it tells you to turn off your plate and fast, even though the church just came out of a fast, tell your neighbor, go ahead and do it. If it wakes you up at 4 o'clock in the morning and wants you to pray, go ahead and do it. If he tells you to take oil and put it on the doors of your house and on the bedposts of your children, tell your neighbor, go ahead and do it. Because there's a miracle that's going to be released out of your obedience. For the Bible says, if you be willing and obedient, you're going to eat the good of the land. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, don't allow your disobedience to hinder your miracle. Oh, y'all didn't like that one. Grab somebody else and say, neighbor, don't allow your rebellion to hinder your miracle. Look at somebody and say, neighbor, don't allow your hard-headedness to hinder your miracle. Whatever. The Lord tells you to do, push somebody and tell them, do it. What you tried last time did not work. All of your efforts did not work. But if you hear the word of the Lord, believe his prophets, you're going to prosper. Tell somebody, do it. You don't have to understand it. Do it. Cut off. Who he said cut off? Let go of what he says let go. Whatever. God tell you to do. Go ahead and do it. Jesus said, fill it up with water. I can imagine Andrew, one of the disciples, were filling up the pitcher with water and saying to themselves, they said, we need wine. But Jesus said, mixed it up to make a decent wine. But he said, no, before I give you wine, you need some water. Before I bring you wine, you need some water. I want you to know